everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be giving my opinions of the match coming up between Manchester United versus Liverpool. One of the biggest clashes, if not the biggest clash, or the two biggest sides in English football this season. We got 39 league titles combined between the sides. We have 9 Champions Leagues combined as well. What a phenomenal foot set by both clubs. And right now, if we're talking about right now in this moment of time, how good these two sides are, one of these sides are at the top, and the other one is quite far down compared to them. Nowhere near them in terms of competing for the majors honours this season. But this game is set to be a pivotal game in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reign, because we have fans sitting on the fence for Manchester United thinking, do we want him out, do we not? And then we have other fans, obviously Liverpool as well, who still want him in the job. So maybe Liverpool will not be doing the rest of the league a favour winning this game. But all jokes aside, Liverpool want to win this because this is one of the biggest rivalries in English football history. We have seen some great clashes in the past, and let's just hope for more great clashes. But before going this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and hit that big subscribe button right there. And make sure you guys give me your own predictions in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win? Are Manchester United going to turn it around and actually beat Liverpool? Or are Liverpool going to keep their undefeated streak this season and actually beat Manchester United at Old Trafford like last year? But in terms of this video, like I said, I'm just going to give my 3 or 4 most important factors going into this game on who actually has a better chance of winning this game. So the first factor I'm going to be talking about is the playing style, and Manchester United first of all, man. And let's not be under any illusion. Let's not cast a spell. Let's not cast ourselves in a genjutsu and actually believe that Manchester United actually have a chance of winning this game if they go toe-to-toe with Liverpool, because we all know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does not have a sustained style of football to actually compete with Liverpool, just like Pep Guardiola does on the front foot. Manchester United are not going to win this game if they actually go toe-to-toe and try to play entertaining football. It's not going to work. If Man United have any chance, any real opportunity of winning this game, they need to go back to basics. They have to play this game to the magnitude, to the height, to the pinnacle of what this game actually represents. They need to fly into challenges. They need to win 50-50 balls. They need to show the energy, the desire, the passion, and get the fans into this game. They need to fly into tackles, like I said. They need to throw Liverpool off their rhythm when it comes to building up from the back and actually playing football within the midfield. Every time it goes into the midfield, you need to see a Man United player trying to slide tackle, prevent the ball getting spread to the other wing to a Trent Alexander-Arnold or a Robertson. They need to disrupt the flow of Liverpool, because if Liverpool settle down in this game in the first 20 minutes, Manchester United don't really have a chance of winning this game. And to implement this game plan, I know it's not a popular opinion, but Manchester United must go for a McFred midfield. We saw Pogba matches against Leicester City and it didn't work. They didn't have enough legs, they weren't winning enough tackles. We know McFred, although they have no ambition going forward, and don't really help Bruno Fernandes in that facet of the game, we can't question the desire and the tenacity trying to get to the ball and disrupt the flow. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer must get into their head, must get into their mental state, must get into their psyche, trying to convince them, trying to persuade them that you have to fly into tackles, because we are nowhere near as good as Liverpool going forward. This is the only real way Manchester United have of winning this game. And even then, there's no real guarantee that Manchester United actually are going to win this game. The second thing Manchester United are looking to do, they have to take advantage of Liverpool's high line. We just saw against Atletico Madrid where Liverpool tried to play a high line right up into the halfway line, which allowed players like Griezmann, Felix and Amar to be onside in their own half whilst making those runs. If Liverpool are that stupid or that careless playing that high line, not playing a little bit deeper, Manchester United can actually take advantage of this. We know they have specialists like Greenwood and Rashford who have the pace to fly in behind and create those runs when Bruno Fernandes or Pogba get on the ball and the counter attack. This is going to be pivotal. I feel like they're more important to play on the wings rather than players like Pogba or even Sancho, because we know they're most effective when they have ball to feet. So if you actually want to win this game, you're going to have to play counter-attacking football. Always look on the shoulder of Liverpool's defenders, as players see Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, and try play that ball through an eye of a needle, because there's going to be a lot of space in behind for you to take advantage of. However, there's also another talking point. I don't know if it's a disadvantage for Manchester United. I don't think it is. I'm never going to class Ronaldo as that. But we know Manchester United, like last year, they were breathtaking under a counter-attack. Every single time they transitioned the ball, when the opposition were in their half, they were absolutely phenomenal with the break on the counter-attack. Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, Rashford combining excellently, even Martial. But we know Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't have that pace he once had, and he doesn't even look to literally build up from the back when it comes to transitional play on the counter-attack. So will Ole Gunnar Solskjaer look to drop him? Obviously he won't. First of all, he doesn't have the balls as the manager to do so, and I don't think any manager has the balls to do so. So it'll be interesting to see if Ronaldo actually costs Man United from playing this counter-attacking football, because although he can, in bursts and moments of the game, he can show his brilliant speed, he can't do it throughout a whole 90 minutes. Is this going to penalise Manchester United, or will this give them an advantage? Because we know at the end of the day, Ronaldo does score big goals when it really matters. So does the style of play really matter as long as you keep yourself in the game in the 90 minutes and allow Ronaldo to have 1 or 2 chances to win the game? Who knows? So the next factor I'm going to be talking about is the home crowd, and obviously this game is going to be at Old Trafford, and we all know the home crowd always make up the 12th man, especially when it comes to derbies, especially when it comes to big footballing rivalries. They play such an important role in trying to frustrate the opposition, make them feel unsettled, make them feel nervous on the ball, especially building up from the back. And Manchester United are going to rely on their fans when Liverpool attempt to build up from the back, like I said earlier today. These fans are going to be so important, giving them, their players, that extra 10 to 20% in the game, especially when they're under the cosh against Liverpool, suffering relentless attack after relentless attack. They're going to need the energy the fans give them in pivotal moments. However, like I said in my last video, this would only work if Manchester was actually united. I don't know, in this moment of time today, I don't know if the fans have the fully backing of the managers, and even if they believe in the players. So if you see Liverpool in the first 10 to 15 minutes dominate the game, are the fans really going to get themselves into the game, especially when they've seen this performance all season and moments in last? And Liverpool have to realise that this support the Man United fans have within this club is on live support, in the sense of this game, that if Liverpool can actually score in the first 10 to 15 minutes, they will kill off the game. The atmosphere, the mood, the feeling around the club is just bad, it's horrible, it's just pessimistic, having no real belief that they're going to win the Premier League or actually compete for any trophies. So if Liverpool can silence the fans in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the game, that's literally like 20-30% of Man United performance going out the window, because we know that they're nowhere near good enough to compete with Liverpool on a footballing level. But like I said, man, I think Liverpool are going to slice through Man United's defence and midfield like butter, like Leicester did last game. Leicester just scored 4 goals, and we know Liverpool's front three are in fine form. So it's not going to be impossible. It's going to be very probable, actually, that Liverpool are going to get so much joy in this game, especially in the first 10 to 15 minutes, to actually have the chance to silence Manchester United fans. So next factors I'm going to be talking about are the key battles going into this game. And the first one I'm going to be talking about is Luke Shaw versus Mohammed Salah. And these are probably the 2 best players in their position. I wouldn't say Luke Shaw, I'd still say Robertson's better than him. But I'm not going to question how well Luke Shaw has been performing in the last 2-3 years or so. But let's not get it twisted, because I know people have been saying that Luke Shaw is the only person who has the ability to silence Mohammed Salah in his last 3 games or so. He's performed well against him, even though Mohammed Salah scored at Old Trafford last year to make it 4-2 to win the game. Man United fans want to sweep that underneath the carpet, you let that be. But I'm not going to deny, as a Liverpool fan, he does do a good job on Mohammed Salah. In those performances, he has been relatively quiet compared to his other games. But Luke Shaw has to understand, right, that this Mohammed Salah is better than last year. And that's very hard to believe, right? Because people believe Mohammed Salah is only a great goal scorer. What he's shown this season, and even in his first year, which you haven't seen in the last 2 or 3 years or so, he's also a scorer of great goals. He can make stuff happen out of nothing, like we saw against Man City, like we saw against Watford. Luke Shaw has to have full concentration, because we know Liverpool's main talisman is Mohammed Salah, and if he gets joy in this game, he is probably going to win Liverpool the game. This guy has scored 9 goals in his consecutive games. This hasn't been done by any Liverpool player in the modern era. So I don't expect this streak to stop. Luke Shaw has to be concentrated throughout the whole game, because we even know if Mohammed Salah isn't involved in the game throughout, he only needs one moment, make that one darting run in behind. If Luke Shaw is just switched off just for a moment, Mohammed Salah is going to be a one-on-one with David De Gea, and then 9 times out of 10, Mohammed Salah is probably sticking the ball in the back of the net. So Luke Shaw is going to have to be awake throughout the whole game. Otherwise, Liverpool's main talisman is going to punish them like he has done to so many sides in the past this Premier League season. The other talking point I'm going to be talking about is Marcus Rashford. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer must start him. And although it looks like he may not be fit enough for this game, he was fit enough to score against Leicester, wasn't he? So throw him into the limelight, especially if he's ready. And we know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't mind throwing players in the limelight if they're not healthy, because we just saw Maguire start against Leicester and he got absolutely ripped. So this is nothing new for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But I think Marcus Rashford in this game, playing on the left-hand side, he has been one of Manchester United's best players in the last year or so with Bruno Fernandes. He has the most impact and he's so effective on that left-hand side. And the reason why I think Luke Shaw is going to struggle against Mohammed Salah is because I think Marcus Rashford has to take up a cheating position on the left-hand side and not help Luke Shaw go back. Because if Man United want to be successful in the counter-attack, you must position Marcus Rashford well where he's high enough up on the pitch to impact the game in the last third. So if Trent Alexander-Arnold provides the overlap or even goes forward and provides those nice passes, and then let's say Fred or someone like that wins the ball in the midfield or even Maguire in the defence, and they can have that penetrating passing and get it forward, Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be our position, and Marcus Rashford can run in behind and probably go one-on-one with Joel Matip on his own. So that would be good for Manchester United. I think Marcus Rashford needs to focus on attacking more than defending coming into this game. So I think, let's see what he does. I think if Pogba plays on the left-hand side, I think Liverpool are going to like this because no one's really going to expose when Trent Alexander-Arnold's out of position. But let's see what Manchester United does. So the next segment I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to give my overall predictions going into this game. And yeah, man, I feel like it'll be silly. I feel like it'll be crazy. I feel like it'll be stupid to say Liverpool aren't going to pick up points going into this game. Maybe Manchester United may pull a cat out of the bag and perform well, because we know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer loves doing this when he's under pressure, when he's losing game after game, and it looks like the ball are going to fire him. He'll pull up something out of nowhere and keep his job for another 5 to 10 games. But going into this game, I really feel like Liverpool are going to put the nail in the coffin and potentially cause the Glazers to panic to potentially sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But we'll see after that. But going into this game, I feel like Liverpool just have too much quality. Firmino just scored a hat-trick in his last game against Watford. Salah had 9 consecutive goals, the best player in the world so far. Sadio Mane has been scoring this season as well. And Liverpool are playing like a team. We looked very balanced, especially when Firmino came on in the second half against Atletico Madrid. I feel like we just play as a unit and we enjoy playing with each other. Whereas Man United are the complete opposite. Like I've said, rely on individual brilliance. Most parts of the game, they don't really know what they're doing. And in these most parts of the game, Liverpool are going to take advantage and they're going to score goals against Manchester United. Manchester United have a shaky defence at best. Maguire just coming back from injury, and we saw how bad his performance against Leicester was. Varane still injured. So Liverpool can capitalise on these missing absences. So let's see if Liverpool will. But I think they will. I think we'll win. I think it'll be a fairly comfortable victory, just like last season. And I think we're going to go to Old Trafford and stamp our mark on their stadium and win this game. Manchester United, I'm sorry. I know you usually pull something out of the bag, like I said earlier, but it's not going to happen on my watch as a Liverpool fan. So going into this game, I'm going to be predicting a 3-1 lethal victory for Liverpool against Manchester United at Old Trafford. But like I said, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win? Will Ole Gunnar Solskjaer turn this around in this game? Or do you think Liverpool is going to end the reign of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and win this game and put even more pressure on the manager to win his next 5 or 10 games, because they're falling away in the title race?